Is Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao 2 going to happen next year? Well, reports have come out that it's a possibility. It's being explored as the biggest fight of all time. Mayweather versus Pacquiao could get a sequel here in 2026. Here's all the information we know about it and my reaction to the news that we might see Floyd Mayweather back in the ring against a Manny Pacquiao who just almost won a belt at 147. This is Luke Backman of the Never Drop Podcast. Make sure you like, comment below what you think about Mayweather Pacquiao 2, and hit the subscribe button. So here we are. Mike Hoppinger put out a tweet saying that it's being explored, Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao 2 in 2026 on Netflix. Obviously a mega event. Probably one of, if not still, the biggest fight you can make in boxing. The both fan base, you get everybody, fan bases, casuals, everybody tuning into that fight. Is it legit? Is it real? Is it talked about? Is it just a rumor going around? Well, obviously Hoppinger reported it's being explored. So it's not in talks, it's not in negotiations or anything. It's, hey, this could be an option. Netflix wants to put on the biggest events. Look at the event happening in just a couple weeks with Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis, and in the past, Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. Those are the events Netflix wants to do, along with a Canelo Crawford. So if you remember when Manny Pacquiao fought Mario Barrios back on July 19th, there was a few rumblings that if he were to win, a rematch against Floyd Mayweather could take place. Kind of in the same predicament it was talked about as it is now. It could be explored. It wasn't anything like they were in talks. If he win, it was just like, that would be something that interests Floyd Mayweather. And for Mayweather, why wouldn't it? Say Pacquiao beat Barrios, which I think he did. Pacquiao would have won a belt at the welterweight division. If you're Floyd Mayweather, you're like, I already beat him when we were legit boxers. Manny didn't look great. I've done exhibitions. Let me come back and let's make this a real fight. I'll put my record on the line. And I'll win a belt at welterweight, being however old I am. And make a lot of money, right? Floyd Money Mayweather, he's about the money. Makes a lot of money doing it too. Seems like the perfect scenario for Floyd Mayweather. The perfect scenario. So, when you look at this fight, how legit is it? Well, if you remember, Floyd Mayweather has an exhibition against Mike Tyson scheduled in the spring of 2026. I still think that's going to happen. Manny Pacquiao has put out something on Instagram just a couple weeks ago. He's returning on January 24th. Could be a Barrios rematch. Likely, it's Rolly Romero getting that fight. So, the way it looks, I think this fight only happens if Pacquiao beats his opponent on January 24th. Because if he doesn't, I think it could become a tournament type of style where winner of that, Floyd Mayweather will face. Whether it be Rolly, whether it be Pacquiao. Because if you're Floyd Mayweather, you're thinking, well, I think I can beat Pacquiao. A lot of people think Pacquiao can beat Rolly Romero. Yeah, Rolly had the knockdown of Ryan Garcia, but it was a boring fight the rest of the way through. It was like, oh, okay. And granted, Rolly, boxed extremely well on that Times Square card, but it was like, it's not like he's some phenomenal fighter. Like, this is the Rolly we've seen. For Floyd Mayweather, it seems like this is playing into his lap. Makes a lot of money either way because it doesn't matter who he's going to face. It's going to be a draw. And you get a chance at the belt. I think the biggest thing is, would Floyd put up his undefeated 50-0 record? Or would it be an exhibition match? But either way, I'm looking at this fight, Mayweather-Pacquiao 2, as something that could happen later in the year in 2026. Again, I think both are going to take care and do the fights that they have on their schedule. January 24th for Pacquiao, Mike Tyson for Floyd Mayweather. Granted, I think the Mike Tyson fight is like, is that legit? Is that really going to happen? We haven't heard much after it was first announced, and it's going to be put on by someone I really haven't heard of before. So it's like, okay, let's see some more announcements, see some concrete details before we say that's a legit happening on the schedule fight. But I think both would rather do that. Floyd, of course, probably gets a boatload of money to fight a 60-year-old Mike Tyson. Pacquiao, again, he didn't look great against Barrios, but he did enough to win that fight. A Barrios who's a champion at welterweight. Granted, part of that was Barrios showing too much respect, but it is what it is. Pacquiao did what he needed, I thought, in the ring to deserve and get that win, which he unfortunately didn't. I think this fight would have been a lot farther down the line if Pacquiao won that fight. I think we could have gotten the Mayweather-Pacquiao rematch to start the year instead of in the middle of 2026. I mean, what was their first fight? May 2nd? Do it Cinco de Mayo weekend. There you go. Right around the time that the original fight was, middle of 2026. Mayweather-Pacquiao 2. So again, this isn't a fight that's agreed to or they're talking in deep discussions. Hey, it's being explored. Netflix being involved. You know Netflix would love to have Mayweather-Pacquiao. And I want to touch on this for a quick second. I saw Luke Thomas, someone I really enjoy watching, whether it be MMA, UFC, or boxing, co-host with Brian Campbell on Morning Combat, talked about this is boxing running out of ideas. And it's unfortunate. And a lot of people in his comments were like, yeah, because boxing's dead. This is the type of fight that, to the outside, yeah, it makes it look like boxing's dead. Well, in fact, that's not the case. Again, it's not thriving like it once was in its golden age, right? But you look at November going on. Virgil Ortiz versus Erickson Lubin. Conor Benn versus Chris Eubank Jr., the rematch. Going to do ridiculous numbers in the UK. It was in a phenomenal fight the original time. The November 22nd Ring 4 card. David Benavidez, Anthony Yarde, Brian Norman Jr., Devin Haney, Bam Rodriguez, Abdullah Mason, Sam. No, all these guys, like, this is not a dying sport. It's just the fact that the bulk of the attention to the sport is going to be going to Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis. And then if this happens, Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao number 2. It's unfortunate, because Netflix, they're going in, we want the most eyeballs we can get. Well, that'd be putting on these mega events that in a lot of cases don't do much for the sport itself. It's unfortunate that that's the case, and this is a whole deeper discussion. But when people say boxing is dead and they look at these events, yeah, it's kind of like Hollywood. They're just going for the billion-dollar movie. They're just going for the biggest gate, for the biggest all these biggest numbers they can get with these fights, when the real fights, unfortunately, aren't doing those numbers, like these events that they should. You're telling me David Benavidez versus Anthony Yarde, Brian Norman Jr. versus Devin Haney, all those fights on Ring 4 shouldn't be doing ridiculous numbers? It's just a state of boxing, and hopefully, a lot of people are putting the pressure on Turkey. He can fix it. That's a whole conversation for another day, so might have to make a video for that one. But again, Mayweather-Pacquiao 2. It's in talks. Nothing's official. Nothing's been deep discussions. It's possibility. Pacquiao's supposed to return the 24th of January. Floyd's supposed to be in the springtime against Mike Tyson. Both get through their challenges. Hey, we could be seeing this on Netflix. Let me know in the comments what you think about this fight. If you want to see it happen, if you don't want to see it happen, let me know. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to the Never Drop podcast. Hey, that's all I got for you. Peace. I'm out.